YouTube family, what is good with you? It's your boy Richie here on Ridiculous Richie. Hope everybody is doing extremely well, and I hope that all of you are taking care of yourselves and enjoying your lives and doing what you need to do to make it through this crazy trial of life that we're all going through. Um, and I've been wanting to discuss this topic for a long time. Um, the whole reason that I started YouTube was because I wanted to teach people. I wanted to teach people how to lose weight and how to take care of themselves, and and I feel like over the past 2.5 years of my life, I've been trying to do just that. Um, if I sound a little if I sound like I'm sick, it's not because I'm sick. I actually went out last night, and I have to be real with you all. Went out, went out last night, had some drinks. I smoked some cigarettes. I'm not very proud of that, but it is what it is. And now I have to move forward. Can't be doing that all the fucking time. Um, the whole reason I started YouTube in the first place was because I wanted to teach people how to lose weight, because I found the way to do it. And it took me a long time, but as of this moment, I sit around 159 pounds. 3 years ago, I was 189 pounds, and I hated myself. Um, Whoever watched, if you've watched my previous video, if you haven't, feel free to go check that one out. I dive into the deeper psychology of my own mind, and I try to respin it in a way that makes sense to me and help me realize why I gained so much weight and why I hated myself. Um, but besides the point, I no longer hate myself. I'm very I'm very okay with I'm very happy with who I am as a man, and I'm happy of the strides and the efforts that I have made to improve my life overall. Um, where I was living at home with my mother, um, I don't know, 4 years ago. I am now officially on my own for the first time. I mean, I've had roommates before, basically my whole life, but this is the very first time that I've ever been officially on my own, and I'm very proud of that. Um, with all that being said, I am now ready to tell you guys the secret to losing weight. And as I said, I feel like I can speak on this because I know there is only one method. There's only one method that works. The only tried and true method to lose weight that anybody will ever need. And I'm going to get to that. But the very first thing that you have to know is you have to understand what a calorie is. A calorie is a measurement of energy that we utilize in our bodies to keep us going throughout the day. A calorie is a unit of energy that we have to use. And if we use it properly, a calorie can be our best friend. If we mistreat the calorie could become our worst enemy. You want the calorie to work for you. I was not aware of this before. I used to think that losing weight meant that you had to eat healthy, that you had to eat lean protein and salad and fruits and vegetables and that type of stuff. I thought that was the true method to lose weight. And I was wrong. I would highly suggest to any of you, once I tell you the secret to losing weight, that you choose to eat healthy, but you can still eat very unhealthy and lose weight. A calorie is the same no matter what. There is no difference between 1,000 calories of Oreos or 1,000 calories of salad. But one of them is going to be better for your insides, your intestines, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, all that stuff. Your 1,000 calories of salad versus 1,000 calories of Oreos, one of them is clearly better for you. But as far as losing weight goes, you could eat both of them. And I'm about to get to how that's possible. So, the only thing that can make you lose weight, and this is a scientific fact, and I'm not talking about special needs cases either, where, you know, like somebody has a predisposed ailment or something that keeps them from losing weight, or, you know, something to do with thyroid. I'm not discussing any of that. I'm talking about the average person. The average person, if you want to lose weight, there is only one single thing that you will ever need to know. You don't need to eat healthy food. You just need to be in a caloric deficit. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, what the hell is a caloric deficit? I've never heard of that before. I thought that I just need to eat healthy. Wrong. You do not need to eat healthy to lose weight. You need to be in a caloric deficit, a deficiency of calories. And the law of thermodynamics states that if a body is in motion and it exerts more energy than it takes in, then the human body has to give up other sources of energy, stored body fat. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, how? How do I know that I am in a caloric deficit? Well, there's two ways you can go about it. And one of those methods is you have to figure out your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. This is one method to do it. So if you figure out your total daily energy expenditure, I'm pretty sure the way that you can do it is if you take your body weight and you multiply it by the number, I want to say 14 or 15. And if you multiply your body weight times 14 or 15, that will give you the amount, that should give you a rough ballpark estimate on how many calories you typically burn in a day. And so what I would do is I would take the total daily energy expenditure and you subtract 300 to 500 calories. Why 300 to 500? Why can't I just go lower, Richie? Well, what happens to the human body if you get too low of calories in? Your body hits this thing called starvation mode, because over time, humans, the world around us has evolved, but we have not evolved. Our bodies are the same essentially as they were back in the prehistoric period. So when we go too low in calories or food, our body goes into what is called starvation mode. This is all scientific fact. If you drop your calories too low, let's say you're like, screw it. Let me drop my calories to 1,000 calories a day. It's very dangerous to do that. Extremely fucking dangerous to do that. You never want to drop that low. Your body goes into starvation mode and you will store more fat than you ever wanted to store. I would highly suggest and recommend that you do not do that. So, with the total daily energy expenditure at your, in your brain, you have the number, ballpark it, and I would say 300 to 500 calories less than that. My total daily energy expenditure is I burn around 2,600 calories a day, which means that if I eat around 2,200 calories, I've exerted more energy than I have taken in at the end of a day. And that means that my body is going to take from my reserved fat storage. You don't want to go too low because I made the mistake of doing that and then I got fat again. So you definitely do not want to go too low. You never, as a man, I don't think as a man you should ever drop below, really, idealistically, if you're not bodybuilding or trying to be in some type of, physique show or something like that. You should never drop, I don't know, below like 2,000 calories, 1,900 calories. You should never go much lower than that. 1,900 to 220, somewhere around there. You should never drop lower than that. The other method that you could do, or anybody could do, and I'm not sponsored in any way, obviously. I'm not even in the YouTube Partner Program. But the other way that you could lose weight, it's a little bit pricier. It's a little bit of a pricier option. Is you can go get I want to say a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. So I have an Apple Watch. It works really well. You can sync it up to your phone, and you plug in your information, and at the end of a day, it will tell you about how many calories you have burned. Surprisingly so, on some days, I burn 3,000 calories, 3,500 calories, something like that. And the best part is that on any given day, you as the person who is choosing to go on this weight loss journey, you can choose to eat how many calories you want in a day as soon as you get up. But it all depends on your activity level. Your activity level is everything when it comes to losing weight. I would highly suggest that if you do get the Apple Watch, you sleep with it on, because it will tell you how many calories you burned in your sleep. On average, if I sleep 6 or 7 hours, I burn, in just sleeping alone, I burn about 100 calories an hour. So if I sleep 7 hours, I burn about 700 calories while I sleep. Your body does a lot of the work for you. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, you are already in a deficiency of calories because your body is working constantly. So, like I said, if you want to eat 3,000 calories on a day, any day that you wake up and you say, man, I really want to eat a lot today, you can eat 3,000 calories. You can. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that your Apple Watch says you burn 3,500 calories or 3,600 calories. You have if you're going to try to eat that much, you have to outwork it. And the good thing is, like I said, your body does a lot of the work for you. Twitching, moving, looking around. You're constantly burning calories no matter what. So the Apple Watch has helped me significantly when I was trying desperately to break under 165 pounds. At this moment today, I sit at 159 pounds, which is lighter than I've ever been before, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm not so skinny, I got some cheek fat still, I still have some body fat left to go. I'm gonna try to lose about 6 more pounds, and then it's bulking time, and I could do a whole nother video on bulking. I'm obviously not a bulky dude. But I do know there is a scientific method to it. And if you follow the scientific method when it comes to losing weight, you will lose weight. It's not about what you eat per se. It's more about you have to be in a deficiency of calories. And you also have to take in, there's, so many other things that you have to take into consideration too. A lot, food has weight, water has weight. And we step on the scale after a week's worth of being in a caloric deficit, and we get all sad and depressed because, we didn't lose weight. It takes time to show the work that you're putting in. If you stay consistent every single day and you choose to remain in a caloric deficit without going too low, I promise you the results will come. You will lose 5 pounds. You will lose 10 pounds. You will lose the weight that you wanted to lose. It's just you have to be patient with it. You have to trust the process. I didn't think this shit was true until I lost about 6 pounds. And then I was like, oh, okay, so there's something to this. And at that time, I'm not even going to lie, I was not eating healthy. I was eating cheesecake. I was eating pizza. I was eating chicken tenders, French fries, you name it, I was eating it. I was trying my best to calculate the calories properly, and I lost weight as a result of counting them correctly. If you don't know how many calories are in something, Google that shit. Google that. If you Google a slice of pizza, the average slice of pizza has about 320 calories, depending on how big it is, obviously. So the good thing is that there's hundreds of other great weight loss videos on YouTube that you could watch. But for those of you who watch me and watch my stuff, I've really wanted to talk about video games for a long time, but it's just something I just can't do right now. I don't feel like it. It's not in me to want to talk about video games or, really, I guess like fun, cheery stuff. I like to be fun and cheery, but lately I've been taking my life more seriously, and I'm trying to do it every day as best I can. So those are the two methods that you need in order. The only method that is going to, this is a scientific fact. If you made it to the end of the video and you're ready to change your life and you want to lose weight and you want to feel good about yourself and you want to be confident, you have to be in a caloric deficit, which means that you have to burn more calories than you ingest. Eating too low of calories does not work, so keep that in mind. You have to eat. You have to eat a decent amount of calories. Because your body, if you want your body to give up the fat storage, you still have to eat, and you can't be afraid of food. Eat a French fry if you want to eat a French fry. If you want to eat some chicken tenders, eat them. But try to figure out how many calories are in them and just be mindful of snacking and wanting to snack. I also would highly suggest to you guys that you get into a gym. Even if you don't know how to work out, try to figure it out. We should all be trying to improve our lives on a daily basis, and if we're not, we're just going to stay the same, and that's no fun. Nobody likes to stay the same, especially not me. So yeah, the two methods that I've provided for you. Figure out your total daily energy expenditure. There's several equations, and there's several other YouTubers on the internet that could help you figure out your total daily energy expenditure. And then you need to eat less than the total daily energy expenditure. You have to, but it can't be too low. If you burn 2,700 calories, you should be eating around 2,200, 2,300. That's how you should be doing it. It takes 3,500 calories to burn 1 pound of body fat. So a 500 calorie deficit every day for 7 days burns 1 pound of body fat. So over the week, you'll lose 1 pound. That's how it works. I am not a I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm not any of that stuff. I'm just a guy on the internet who wants to help people learn how to lose weight. And I've talked now for 20 minutes. That's my spiel for the day. I hope you guys got something out of this, that you learned something from it. And if you don't believe me and you think I'm a liar, there's several other YouTubers out there that could help you figure out what you need to do to get started on your weight loss journey. But keep in mind, I did lose 30 pounds. So I feel as though I have a right to tell you guys the truth. Because the fitness industry lies to people. They say, oh, you need to eat healthy. Yes, I do agree with them. You should eat healthy. But what they didn't tell you is you need to be in a deficiency of calories to lose weight. That's how it goes. That's my video for today. Feel free to hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're somebody new. I'll catch you guys later.